Hi, this is Christian, and welcome back to NFL Updates Express, your weekly dose of NFL news. Coming your way, conference championship game predictions. So it's come down to this. It's the NFC Championship game, as the number 5 seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 13-5 travel to Lambeau Field to take on the number 1 seeded Green Bay Packers, now at 14-3. Now this game is pretty much all we could have ever asked for. Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers for a trip to Super Bowl 55. Now, I wish we could have seen this matchup in the Super Bowl a couple of years back, but I think an NFC Championship at this stage will do us just fine. Now, the Buccaneers had an impressive performance. After losing the first 2 games to the New Orleans Saints in the regular season, the Buccaneers exacted revenge on the Saints, their NFC South foe, and getting the job done 30-20. Meanwhile, the Green Bay Packers had their way with the Rams, as Jared Goff and the offense wasn't really effective enough. Packers defense looked solid, and then of course Aaron Jones in the run game produced enough yards to mix things up as well. This game will be very, very interesting. We already know about the quarterbacks, but I think it's the defenses, and whatever defense makes the plays necessary, maybe forces a turnover, which both of these quarterbacks don't really turn the ball over that much, but if they can get pressure, then that may be the key. We already know about Tom Brady in playoff games. Sometimes he can struggle under pressure, but that's pretty much any quarterback, so I don't think that's really that newsworthy. On the other hand, the running games will be key as well. We talk about the big pass-catching receivers of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin on the Bucs, and Devontae Adams and Robert Tonyan for the Packers respectively. And so, overall, this is going to be a very fun game to watch. Now, who do I think is going to win this game? Well, it's so tough. Both of the teams are hot, they have great defenses, very similar teams, honestly. The Packers do have the home field advantage, but the Buccaneers beat them pretty soundly earlier in the season. Oh man, this is tough, but I think I'm going to go with my gut, and it's Tom Brady over Aaron Rodgers in this one, and I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers becoming the first team to play in their home stadium for the Super Bowl. For the AFC Championship game, it's the number 2 seeded Buffalo Bills at 15-3 as they travel to Arrowhead Stadium to take on the 15-2 Kansas City Chiefs, the 1 seed. Now for the Bills, they had a pretty defensive slugfest against the Baltimore Ravens, 2 great defenses in that one, and the headline coming into that game were 2 great quarterbacks going to go at it in a high-scoring affair, but it turned into a defensive battle with Taron Johnson's pick 6 being the difference in that one. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs overcame a tough injury. It looked like a presumed concussion by Patrick Mahomes. His head didn't really seem to hit the ground, but he might have got choked out and hit a nerve, and he was out for the rest of that game. It looked like the Browns had the momentum and could have stolen the game, but it was Chad Henne, and a great performance by the Chiefs defense to upend the Browns and advance to the AFC Championship game. Now for this one, I don't think the Chiefs can afford to not have Patrick Mahomes in this one, and it will be very interesting to see as concussion protocol progresses for Mahomes if he's able to play in this one. Now, I do think he'll pass in time, but if not, I definitely do think the Bills will win if Mahomes doesn't play. But if Mahomes does play, it's game on. Mahomes and Allen, we have 2 great receivers on the Chiefs with tight end Travis Kelce, and of course Tyreek Hill that can do it all and had over 100 yards last week. And then for the Bills, we know about Stephon Diggs, who can really be a game breaker as well. This game will be fun to watch with or without Mahomes. I hope it's with Mahomes, but we'll see what happens. But ultimately, either way, I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to advance to the Super Bowl.